everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be a book tag video because this weekend I was planning on doing a vlog and honestly, it kind of sucks. So I thought, you know what, bonus video to compensate in advance. So I've seen this book tag around and I will link the creator down below, but basically it is the Booktube Real Talk tag. So basically, let's answer those questions, and apparently there's a little bit of tea happening here, so let's do this. So question number 1. What's something nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel? Honestly, I have a beauty channel. If you don't know, Beauty with Emily Fox, shameless plug. And I've had that channel for a little while, and I thought I was, you know, in the known for YouTube, but there's plenty of stuff I didn't know. And I feel like Booktube, I realized it's a very nice, supportive, kind of small community, and I didn't expect it to be this supportive slash I didn't realize it was going to be this freeing to have this channel. I feel like the beauty community is very, very strict. There's a box that you need to fit in 24/7, and it can be a lot of pressure. And I feel like book community is like whatever. I didn't realize how freeing it would be personality wise. I feel like I can be totally myself here. I can be sarcastic and can be just showing more personality, basically. I feel like I can't do it on my beauty channel. I feel like sometimes I've been like kind of resentful of that lately. Whenever I'm being just myself and just having fun with it, sometimes I feel like I'm getting some feedback that is very negative, and there's like pressure of like, literally I tweeted about this the other day, like being told like to shut up and just swatch your lipstick, like with a lot of swear words, and I'm just there being like, damn people, like can we just like, there's so much pressure of having like professional setting, like being compared to people that have like millions of subscribers and literally, you know, that are millionaires, and like that they have a professional team for like the lighting, the camera, everything. There's so much pressure to be like this good when you don't have that budget. You don't have like, it's not your full-time job and everything. And I feel like the book community is just so chill. You can have like your phone and like a window and just talk about the books, and the content is so much more important and your personality is so much more important, and I'm just, yeah, really enjoying that. I didn't even know what I was going to answer that question with, but that just came out. Yeah, I didn't realize how freeing it was going to be, and I've been really enjoying myself being like negative, but just basically being allowed to have actual opinions. That was my tea. Clearly, I had that little, you know my French expression? I had that little poo in my heart and I needed to talk about it. But yeah, I've been struggling with that one for sure. Moving on, question number 2. What is your opinion on typical Booktube videos like wrap-ups, TBRs, haul? Love them. I love them. I feel like it's very easy whenever you're starting a Booktube channel. You can do the Booktube newbie tag. A lot of people look those up to try and find new people. And these videos are things that people will look up for, like will look at every month, and you can bring new people in that way. And they're very easy slash convenient to do because they're repetitive. And I love making them. I love watching them. And yeah, I straight up just love them because it's so easy to make them. Like you're like, oh, it's the end of the month, let me do my wrap up TBR, and people can just look forward to it. So I love them. I don't, like, you're allowed to obviously do other stuff on your channel, and I've been having fun doing more tags and more stuff like that, more like different videos, but I will always go back to those. They're just the best ones. Well, they're like the essential ones. You don't need to do those if you don't like them, but I feel like I like them. Let's keep it at that. Question number 3. What is an assumption you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven to be correct or not? I did have the assumption that most people read YA books because whenever you're starting to look at book videos, a lot of channels are YA books based. But then you can look for more, and there's someone for everyone, I guess. There's like a bunch of channels that will be that contain everything that you are interested in. I tend to read pretty mix of like everything, but for some stuff that I don't read, for example, romance, there's plenty of channels that talk about romance. There's plenty of channels that talk about more like literary fiction than I do. And yeah, I didn't realize that I would be able to find that many people that have like very, very similar tastes, and it's always fun. Question number 4. What is something you've done that has actually helped grow your audience? Like I was saying, those monthly videos, great way of doing those. Doing tag videos can be good, especially when they're just starting. Doing your yearly videos, that's definitely something that made a difference for me whenever I posted my best of the year, worst of the year. People love a good rant when you're explaining yourself. I feel like this is another crève-cœur, I guess. I resent people that review a book, whether positively or negatively, and just say it's good, it's shit. I want the tea. Like, give me all the details. I want to know what you didn't like about it, because there are plenty of books that like I'll read reviews about people that hate books that I love, and usually I'll be like, fair enough, because they explain it. And that's kind of what matters, right? Sometimes people will review a book that they hated, and then the reason they hated it is something that the reason I will love it. And that's what a useful review is. That kind of joins to the next question too, but basically doing those bigger videos that tend to come back every month or every year, that's definitely a good way. I know a lot of people are becoming bigger or known because of very renty reviews, which is perfectly fine, honestly. People, I don't know if it's just right now, maybe it's always been that way, but I feel like right now everyone is very negative and people are looking for that. But that's a good way to be well known, to just really bash a book, do like a worst book that I've ever read type of video seems to be in. These things tend to be like, they cycle, right? That's very in right now, so if you want to, boom, go ahead, have fun. That's probably a way of doing it. Personally, yeah, those monthly videos and those yearly favorites slash worst are definitely something that helped me. Question number 5, what is the common mistake you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? Everyone will say hoarding books, which not untrue. I definitely don't think you need to hoard books. I took advantage of buying most of my books used. I do recommend doing that. Using your library is definitely key. That's something I didn't do the first half a year. I started like in August, right? In 2016. So I didn't really use my library that much in the beginning. I changed out the year after, and I've been using it more and more, and that's something I would highly recommend doing. You do not need to hoard books, even though I literally get comments of people complaining if I'm posting the picture instead of holding the book, because I don't know. Like, I understand that it's like satisfying to see the books, but like until you're paying for all my books, like you're gonna see the picture if I'm using my library. Like, I paid $80 for that card. I will use it. So yeah, those are the little things that you will have to get used to. Don't get discouraged. Don't get too focused on numbers. I understand that it's like frustrating if you're like, you feel like you've put so much work into your stuff and nobody's watching. But I think that first off, if you want to become famous, Booktube is not where it's at. That's not where you're gonna become rich and famous. Do those videos, focus more on building a community. I feel like it's so much fun to be in the comment section on Booktube because people have actual opinions, you can have actual discussions, and I definitely think that you should focus on that. Not that I didn't do that, but yeah, I think it's just a recommendation I would give. Number 6, what are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? I have been saying so many times that I need to do a video on it, and I still do. I have a complicated relationship with sponsorships. Like I mentioned, I have a beauty channel, and I have worked with a bunch of companies, and I am very strict with how I do that. So if you don't know, like, I work with companies like CoverGirl, Maybelline, Sephora, like actual brands that I use. I don't tend to do a lot with random ones because I don't feel like it suits my channel. Like, you've seen some like people doing like vacuum sponsorships, and if it's more of a lifestyle channel, maybe, but like a beauty channel, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Some people prefer when people do random sponsorships instead because they can't believe the review, but I feel like for beauty channel, I would rather you stick to beauty. That's my opinion. But I find that Booktube tends to be quite transparent with their sponsorships, which so happy about that. Personally, I feel like it's tricky to do sponsorships with publishers because, see, a makeup product, you're literally going to be able to see. Like, if I'm raving about this mascara, I'm saying that it's the best mascara ever, and you know, you can see on my lashes that it looks like shit. Then you can call me out and it's obvious, you know what I mean? A book, you're never going to know. Like, even if I got a sponsorship for like a new YA contemporary romance, and in your head you're like, dude, what the hell? Like, it's not your genre. But that's not true. There's plenty that I did like. Like, for example, I'll Give You the Sun. Wouldn't think that's my jam, but it is. I love that book. So it's so tricky, you're never gonna actually know. I could actually pretend to have read a book and not have read it, which I've been asked in person, which I thought was hilarious because I do read the books that I talk about. But like, you would never know, right? So books, I find them tricky. Again, I will have to do like a whole video on them. I have no issues with people doing sponsorships. In my opinion, again, Booktube is not where you're gonna make money. And if you want to be able to keep watching those videos for free, I don't think you should complain about these things. Like, I feel like it's for the best. The more money they make, the more opportunity we'll have to actually spend more time reviewing books, reading them, doing these videos, and getting equipment, new books. Like, it's for the best. As long as they are being honest, and obviously if you're following someone, you should trust them. Generally, because heck, if I just wanted to be popular, I could just grab all the YA fantasy books and rave about all of them and I would become huge, just like that. But like, it doesn't work that way. Like, if you're following someone, you trust them. So you have to believe that they will be honest no matter what, whether they're being paid or not. Again, it's a whole video that I need to do. I have strong opinions. I have more experience with it through my beauty channel, but I've had the chance to experience the good parts and the bad parts of them, and maybe you'll be interested in like finding ways to support your favorite booktubers that way. So yeah, to be continued, but hopefully that satisfied that question a little bit. Number 7, do you think Booktube is dying? Who said it was? No. I feel like there's always someone being like, oh my god, YouTube is dying, like all these influencers, especially beauty, because obviously women are so vain, right? Even though they're also men that do it, but like, and like Instagram models, like, oh, it's an industry that's dying, you're all gonna be like homeless, and like, you just hate women and people making money, really. It's just jealousy. I don't think it's dying. It will probably never die. It might transform itself, but people like to watch other people. It's free freaking content. It's not gonna die. Specifically Booktube, no, there's always new books coming out. Yes, some people might get bored at some points of like, oh, they don't like the books that are coming out. They got bored of the people that they're following. Sometimes, because again, booktubers, it's usually not their full-time jobs, they get too stressed with their own lives and they kind of have less opportunity to do like fun new videos on their channel. And I think that's fine. Again, it's something that's gonna cycle, and I do feel like sometimes I get again, I'm the one that's like, I have too much going on and I feel like I can't do more videos on this channel as much as I would like to, but no, not dying. Not dying. It's gonna evolve. Things are gonna change. Some videos that might go like new things that are in. It's ever changing, and that's the beauty of it. I feel like it's so much more broad. You can do pretty much anything, and right now, like, a lot of people are enjoying reading vlogs, and I want to do more of those, but apparently I suck at doing them. But yeah, I don't think it's dying. Who said that? It's not dying. If anything, I feel like it's just starting. Like, it's actually just becoming bigger and people are actually starting to find it. Hopefully this was interesting. I feel like I went a little bit all over the place, but that's how I tend to do those videos. That's kind of why I'm like, maybe I should have notes whenever I do discussion videos, but it's definitely on my list to do the sponsorship ones. Hopefully you are interested in hearing more, because I've not worked with a lot of publishers, but I'm not sure I'm interested to. But I'm really interested in other people's opinion. That's kind of why I need to do it. Anyway, I'm ending this video because I have to go prepare myself. Yesterday was my birthday and tonight I'm celebrating, so gotta go and try and do my outfit, my hair and everything to try and look pretty and have fun. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully it was okay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to not miss any future videos, and I will be putting some on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.